She's coming live from Canada. I know you're just south of Calgary and Alberta, Canada. So Karen, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here, and I can't wait to share how I'm using send out cards and how it's impacted so many people that I've sent cards to.
Awesome. Well, let's get started. I'm just going to go off screen and let you take it away.
Awesome. Okay. I'm just waiting for, there we go. Okay. So this particular card was one that I really wanted to share with everyone. This was actually a sympathy card, and it really touched their hearts. From going to the funeral, this picture on the front of the card was a picture of Eeyore and Pat when it was their very first date. And then the picture in the middle was the last picture of them ever taken together. This couple, it truly was, at the eulogy, they spoke, the words were spoken, they truly had a poetic love story because they died within a week of each other. And they weren't going to go home without the other. So I took the words from the eulogy and put it on the front of the card and sent it to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law with this. And as soon as they got the card, they phoned me right away, and they said they got all kinds of flowers and all kinds of condolences. But this card was what really touched their hearts. So they now have it framed and they want me to get copies of it for their children. So that one was really good. And the next one. Now, as Callie said, Chris and I live in Alberta, but our two granddaughters, our two and only grandchildren, live 9 hours away in Saskatchewan. So anytime I get the chance, I send them a card, and they carry them around. They take them to bed with them. They are constantly looking at these cards. So this was a card I sent to them at Christmas time. And the beautiful part about, like, a picture speaks 1,000 words. And so the beautiful part about these cards, they're not drugstore cards. You can make them personal. And so I put their picture on the front, but on the back, you notice a QR code. So on the back, and you know, if any of you have grandchildren, ours are 5 and 3, and they know how to work a QR code already. They scan that code, and up comes a little video of my husband Chris and I with a little message from Grandma and Grandpa. So we just said, you know, we're going to miss you at Christmas, but hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And then we read them a story about Rudolph and whatnot. So this one, they phone us the minute they get it, and they're always looking for the next card. So this is just a great way to stay in touch with them, and they keep them. They keep them all the time. So now I send 2 of them because they fight over them. So I have to send them each a card now and each a message because they're so important to them. And finally, every year, my husband, Chris, and I host a Christmas party, and I'm always writing them out or writing the addresses on, putting the stamps on, going to the mailbox. But when send out cards came along, I thought, hallelujah. Oh my goodness. This was absolutely amazing because it's a systems card, and I can still make it heartfelt. So I put a picture on it on there. I was one of our Christmas parties previously where we dressed up and sent these cards out and just did it through the internet and push send. And these were a hit. I think the attendance at our Christmas party that year was the highest it ever was because they got this personal card. And it's funny, when I go to visit friends of ours, this card is still sitting on their fridge, and this was a year ago. So I love it. I love it.
I love those stories that you just shared with us, Karen, right? The the heartfelt cards, being able to send that to your family members on the passing. I do a lot of sympathy cards. I know when my mom passed away, all the sympathy cards I got in the mail and how they truly touched me, right? Those, especially the ones with the pictures, truly amazing. And then I love what you're doing with your granddaughters. They're so fun. And now that you have to send two so they don't fight over it. And then,
use your own words. That's what I like. I use words. I'm not using words that I buy from a drugstore. That's what I love. So it truly is heartfelt.
Yeah. And then, you know, I know you send many cards a week with our heartfelt prompting card. You're also taking advantage of the system cards, being able to create that invite with that message. I love the photo on that. So thank you so much for coming on and taking time this evening to share with everyone some of your card stories and how you're using promptings in the send out card system.
I have so many more to share. I would love to be on here for an hour.
Okay. But